You're listening to Texas Top Homes. I'm your host, Tracy Wiesman. With me is my co-host, Joe Healy. Today, we're visiting with one of Texas' top realtors, Karissa James, with R.J. Williams & Company. Karissa, thanks for being on the show today.
Thank you for having me.
In your opinion, should someone always use a realtor when buying or selling a home, or should they try to do it on their own?
I would recommend using an agent. And here's why. You can always go and, list your house on your own and whatnot, but that's what we're here for. This is what we do. We know the ins and outs and everything, to help protect you, cover you. We do CMAs on homes buying or selling, so we know price-wise where we should be, and that's something that a homeowner would not actually have access to without us. So I think it's more beneficial to work with an agent, know exactly, we do all the footwork for you.
Sure.
Pretty much. So you just have to sit there and say, hey, when are we closing?
Right. Well, I do want to touch on something and make sure our listeners understand the one piece that you talked about at the beginning there. A lot of buyers and sellers tend to just look at the dollars of, okay, if I do it on my own, I'm going to make this. If I use a realtor, I have to pay them, that type of stuff. What they don't take into account is the legal aspect and all the different things that come up throughout a transaction. I mean, we've done some research here at Skyline, and on a typical transaction, there's about 1,600 touches on the file each time, meaning somebody touches that file 1,600 times from day one until post-closing.
Yeah.
And having a full-time realtor involved helps kind of guide you down the path of those 1,600 touches versus trying to do it on your own. You really don't know what you're doing. You mentioned you're full-time. This is what you do. And you're there to help those sellers, especially with the contracts, with the legal side of things, how to fill out the contracts properly. I mean, we see it all the time with contracts that come in our office from a part-time agent that are filled out incorrectly.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
I think having a buyer do it on their own could make those contracts even worse, and now there's some legal repercussions that may come into play that they aren't even aware of.
Exactly.
So I think what you said there is very important, that if they work with an agent, it not only helps them probably get more money for the house, but it also protects them in the long run.
Yes.
Karissa, if somebody wants to find you to either list or buy a house, how can they find you? What's your website and phone number?
It's karissa.rjwilliamsco.com. Phone number is 214-577-0458.